Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, this is the spoiler version of the Ant-Man review. So we just came out with a non-spoiler version. So I really just want to get straight into it. So if you haven't watched the movie, dip. But if you have, pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing with this movie, bro, I'm gonna straight up just come out and say, bro, what were they thinking with MODOK, bro? Like, bro, I'm gonna put a picture of this dude. It's just that my thing with him, bro, is like, did he really need to introduce this man? In the comics, apparently this dude had nothing. He doesn't have anything to do with Kang. He doesn't have anything to do with Ant-Man. They literally made that dude pull up for no reason and brought this dude back, Corey, whatever.
Darren in the movie,
Yeah, bro, for no reason. He looks super goofy. If you're gonna bring in MODOK, bro, leave him with the mask. I think he looked fine with the mask, right? I think we were both saying that.
Yeah, I think you could have like revealed it once and then
and then put the mask
back on,
bro.
And then, like taking it off at the end.
I think it's like the CGI looked genuinely horrible, and I thought the CGI overall in the movie was fine, but bro, there it looked horrible, bro, horrible. And that's the big criticism with the movie. It just it has really conflicting tones. Like
what I would say is like if you're gonna put if you're gonna put MODOK in the movie, you can't have Kang also.
Yeah.
Like if it would have been another small scale Ant-Man movie with funny jokes and it would have been like a main villain and you have MODOK on the side with him, that would have made more sense. But in this particular movie, it didn't hit for me. Like I would laugh about it, but then it will take me out of the movie that I'm supposed to be taking the serious Kang's a real threat and all of that. So like I was saying in the non-spoiler that was one of the biggest signs that this movie like has problems. And besides that, just getting into like the movie as a whole, I feel like we spent too little time in the real world.
Yeah, people are saying that that's a good thing, but I don't see that as a good thing because I think that's the highlight of Ant-Man movies.
I think we just got into it super quick. Like, we showed him like hanging out, and then boom, I don't know, we're like in the quantum realm. And in the beginning of the quantum realm, it was like a bit weird. Like, I think it spent too much time showing. Like, I know they built up the world for the ending scene.
Yeah,
that part just felt kind of weird. Like we're talking about it for like Star Wars, and I was just a bit bored watching that part. Like, keep me at a bug.
I just don't. Like, for me, it's just like I feel like there was no need to do all this extra stuff with the quantum realm. I think they did what they had to do in the quantum realm with the Avengers Endgame, that they used it to like teleport throughout time. You could say that people get lost in it, whatever. I don't like this whole like there's a giant city under there. I don't think that was necessary at all. And another big criticism of the movie, probably the main one, it just doesn't feel like an Ant-Man movie. And a lot of people are saying, well, just watch it as a movie. No, because Ant-Man's the main character. If you wanted to tell the story, you could have done it with a different character. I don't know who that character could be. You don't have to make this in the quantum realm, like if anything. But it's just like, bro, I would have loved a nice little family-centric movie where we got to explore Wasp a little bit more, Hank Pym, even Cassie a little bit more, see what she's done when she got older. We put that on the side, which is because what makes Ant-Man special is just that it's like a nice little palette refresher, I would say.
Yeah.
Now you could just like, and I would have loved just a character-focused movie. Like I would love to explore all these characters, bro. Like Wasp, I feel like she's one of the most important characters in Marvel, like as a female character. And then they always talk about like there's barely any female characters. But then like when we actually have one, we don't explore her at all. And she's like, I feel like she's interesting. She's like low-key a badass, and we don't get her at all. And I'm not saying that just because she's a girl or whatever, but I just feel like, come on, we gotta like. I would love to explore these different types of characters. Like Hank Pym, like he's such an interesting guy. In the first movie, we introduced that he kind of like had anger issues and stuff. And that's a big part of him in the comics. Like he deadass hits Janet.
Ammo beater.
Yeah, white beater. My beater's crazy. He beats Janet and stuff, and like I feel like we could have explored that a little bit more, like a nice little character movie, like in a family movie of them all together, and that could have been a lot more interesting. Then we got this, and it just felt like the MCU just needed to move the MCU forward, and they sacrificed this movie. And a point that I brought up to you was like when they did that before in Captain America. Right,
Civil War.
Yeah, in Civil War, when they sort of needed to advance the plot, so they just chose a character to do that with, and did the movie that they wanted to make. But in that, it made sense because we still focus on Captain America, and it all makes sense for his character and his development. How does this develop any character? How does this develop Scott as a character?
It really doesn't, because like I 100% agree with what you're saying. I feel like there was a lot of things that they introduced, but didn't fully go into. The idea of Ant-Man like being like kind of relaxing, being like, oh, I'm done, like really trying that hard after Endgame, I already saved the world. And his daughter, like, kind of looking on to him and wanting to do good things.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, stay out of trouble, don't do this. And then also, the whole thing with Janet and like Wasp and I was about to say Michael Douglas, Hank, about them like wanting to like know what happened to her in the quantum realm. Like, that was also interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's your mom, you haven't seen her in 30 years. Like, I think we also forgot that in the last movie, she came back after
like
being gone for like a super.
And like at the end of the movie too.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is the first movie with her being a part of it. Like really. And yeah, she was introduced, but she was mainly used like for Kang, like to like push Kang forward.
For sure, I agree.
And this kind of makes you like not take for granted the other movies because you'll watch them, like them, and then like move forward. But the reason that you feel like that is because the MCU was so good at the time that these movies, like you said, it would be like to like relax and you'll still enjoy them. But at the time right now, the MCU has had so many misses. Like you kind of like I think I would have liked a movie that I'm familiar with that I would have just enjoyed and like dipped.
Yeah, just a nice little, just a chill, fun movie to go and watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like they can say that they use the movie to like move forward the plot, but you wouldn't have to do this. You wouldn't have had to like sacrifice this movie to push the plot forward if you wouldn't have put out so many like scattered projects in Phase 4. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
If you would have used Phase 4 more focused, it's like you're getting introduced a character. But I was supposed to sort of connection. Then what I was doing with the post-credit scene or something to remind you, like, oh, remember this part of the bigger story. But in Phase 4, like Moon Knight, like so many different projects with no real connection to the main story. Yeah. And like this,
I wish, I mean, we'll talk a little bit more about this in the podcast. I wish they would have focused on Kang being more of a time traveler, like he is in the comics, and explore like different versions of him, like they're gonna do in Loki season 2. Okay, because look, this dude, like, I don't know, I don't think he died, right? This Kang?
Nah, people are saying that he wants to, like, to become the Beyonder or something. He's gonna get more powerful or something.
Bro, just introduce this dude in Loki in a nice time traveling story. Then bring him in and to do something else. Like, I don't know, because I'm not like the cinematic universe. But bro, Ant-Man, are you serious? The first time we see Kang is against Ant-Man. Kang, the big bad of the MCU, Ant-Man. Bro, that's like, imagine Thanos pulled up and just started like against Ant-Man and like Ant-Man won. It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense, bro. Like at all. And like a lot of people are complaining that he got beat by Ant-Man. And bro, that's facts, bro. Because then Ant-Man has to win at the end of the day. So you look stupid making him lose to Ant-Man.
Dude, I think you could have done, if you're gonna put him in this movie, I think Ant-Man needed to die.
Yeah, I think he could have just be like, if Scott went up against him, he just said, "You died." Like straight up, just killed him.
I think Ant-Man could have like saved his daughter, but he died. Actually. Yeah. So it's kind of like makes you already start hating Kang. Because Ant-Man is such a lovable character. Kang kills him, everybody's gonna be like upset at him. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be sad. So I think Ant-Man had to die. If you're gonna do this, he had to die. And I'm not saying that I want him to.
No, for sure.
With the shows they made, the fact that they all survived and nothing happened, like they're all chilling afterwards. Yeah. You know, that feels like bro, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, bro. And then look, like story wise, I get why he lost because the ants were like super like advanced. Bro, that sounds stupid, bro. You know how stupid that sounds? You lose to ants? Bro, I don't care how advanced they are. They look normal, bro. They weren't like speaking and stuff. Like that looks stupid. That looks dumb as hell, bro. That looks stupid. Like, bro, and it was like a bunch of like characters for no reason, bro. A bunch of side characters for no reason, bro. Bill Murray is like a legend. Yeah. Bro, what was him? Like he was just there to have sex with Janet. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. So many side characters that for no reason, bro. That's what I'm talking about. This movie just
like the whole resistance of the city, dude. I was not caring about them.
I didn't care at all, bro.
Maybe I lied a little bit, but
oh shit. But I didn't not care. But it's just so many things that you just don't care about. I think they did such a bad job. Like I think Civil War is the perfect movie that they advanced the plot, but also gave enough moments to Captain America. Like, be honest, guys. What has Scott done in this movie? How did he grow as a character? How did he grow? Like, not at all. And then, you know, Janet was cool because, you know, we got to see her history with Kang.
Like the quantum realm in general. Yeah.
That was cool. But another thing, like Hope, bro. Hope does nothing in this movie, bro. Nothing at all. Like nothing. She pulls up and saves Ant-Man. That's it. That's our highlight. She does nothing in this movie.
Like, and it's funny because at the end they have this scene that Ant-Man is like, "Oh, you came back from me." She was like, "Yes." Like, and then I remembered, oh yeah, they're a couple. Like I forgot throughout the whole movie they're even together.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. Yeah. And then Ant-Man, and one of the things that I noticed, like Michael Pena isn't in this movie.
Dude, and that's I know we make jokes about it, but that's a big Ant-Man character.
Bro,
I love that guy.
That's why it doesn't feel like an Ant-Man movie. So many key aspects of Ant-Man were missing. And look, I don't think that, like, maybe they were shoehorned in the second movie, but still, it's like, it just didn't feel like an Ant-Man movie whatsoever, bro. And even if we look at this as a movie, bro, it's not that good. We don't care about the side characters. We don't care about all this extra stuff. MODOK looks stupid. There's conflicting tones. So it's like I don't want to hear that as an excuse. Oh, like whatever, just enjoy it as a movie because it's a bad movie straight up. It's a horrible Ant-Man movie, and it's just a straight up bad movie. So it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that Guardians of the Galaxy is good because I don't know if Marvel can recover from this, bro.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking back to like Spider-Man, for example. Like Spider-Man Far From Home. That people are saying that it doesn't feel like a Spider-Man movie. And even that movie has some problems, but I still think that one was more.
That's a super fun movie, bro.
Like you can say, oh, it doesn't make sense that Iron Man gave like his glasses to Spider-Man and all that. There's problems there.
That's a very underrated movie, though.
I let that movie having a good time, bro. That it has.
And we explored different parts of the world. Great movie.
Dude, we still cared about the characters. We still cared about like the villain and everything. It made sense.
And I thought Zendaya and Peter were super cute together. They had a great, they had great chemistry. But in this movie, bro, I just remembered that the Scott and Hope are a couple.
Yeah, you didn't think about that, and that was a big part of the second movie. That's when they really like got together.
Yeah. Bro, I don't even know. It's sad, bro. It's sad. What you were saying, the non-spoiler. It's sad as an MCU fan to watch this. Is there anything else that you want to say? Like maybe some of the things I just passed me right now. I guess the CGI was better. But
yeah,
I think
the CGI is gonna get fixed.
Can I tell you something though? I felt like I never believed he was in that world though. That world didn't feel real to me.
The Quantum Realm?
Yeah, because they filmed it in the volume.
I think that's pretty much it. I already said everything that came to my mind. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It sucks that we have to be so negative, but we have to like be honest at the end of the day. We're gonna do a podcast about it, talking more about Marvel in general and how like what our expectations for movies coming forward and whether we're like optimistic or what's the other word, pessimistic about the outcome movies. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, and peace out.
Peace out.